So no wonder y'all couldn't tell us something good. You didn't hear us.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. That was a mild
That's all the
oversight.
Mets' fault. No,
That's good. My fault. It was my fault. All right, here we go.
All right. So, well, did y'all have anything to tell us? I mean, y'all know the routine. Y'all saw it, right? Okay, cool. All right. Finance Fridays is also happening, quarterly game night. So this is the first quarter that we are doing that. It is a way for you to build, and we'll talk about that a little bit more, your financial literacy. Database Smart Plans is happening and workshop is happening January 20th. You want to make sure that you take advantage of these opportunities that are outside of our normal hours. So for you guys who are dual career, this is one opportunity for you to take advantage of Database and Smart Plan Workshop. Never Ending Referrals was supposed to kick off on this Tuesday. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but we have moved it off because of the freeze itself, or the pending freeze. So we'll show you the new date and time and things to be aware of. Vision board class with majestic title. Hey, you have a vision, write it down. And then from there, create a vision board, right? Visualize your success. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that. Financial Peace University kicks off on January 24th. And then finally, level up your open house skills. Myself, we have a open house workshop happening on that Friday. So let's dig into these a little bit more. I see some people are here to get warm. Y'all heard me talking about y'all online. Why is it not moving? Oh,
Come on, girl. I
this
can't
is
save
why
you all the
are
time.
here.
Mhm.
Field Trip Fridays. Okay, it is happening this Friday. Do remember, hey, it's not about your age. You know, age is just a number. The vibe is youth, right? Did I say that right? I probably killed it. All right, whatever, Brandon. You should have been up here.
Because you old.
My vibe is youth. Youthfulness. Oh, okay. Youthfulness. I am full of youth. Yes. Youthfulness. Okay. So this is happening at Emberley. We are going out into the Beasley area. This is going south on 59, going a little further past Wharton and going towards Kendleton area to go look at this new community called Emberley. You can scan the QR code. No transportation will be provided. I know. Y'all see a bus and y'all think we're going to take y'all. We're not. We're not. Get in your car. We'll work up to that. Get in your car, youthful people, and drive and explore, okay? So this is an opportunity for you to do that. You'll have an opportunity to gather content for your social media as well, okay? So if you haven't signed up for that, please sign up for that. It's important for you to sign up. Here's the reason why. If last minute changes occur, or if other meetups happen, we want to make sure that everybody who is going knows exactly where to meet each other. So that's also part of safety, okay? All right, moving on. Finance Friday. Learn, laugh, and live. This is your opportunity to build your financial literacy through Finance Friday. So we're going to have game night in here. We're playing games. Some games that you know just to warm you up, like Monopoly and the Game of Life, and other games you don't know to elevate your financial literacy, which is the Rat Race cash flow game, right? If you've been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or if you read the Cash Flow Quadrant, you'll know about this game. So we're going to play that game. I am still on the hunt for the Bulls and Bears game. So if anybody has that game, please let me know. Even if it's not for this Friday, the next one is April 19th. So please come to that. Again, sorry, we ain't got time for that type of trouble. No, those are not the games we're playing. We'll play those games when we play bingo and go with AMCAP and do stuff like that. And for now, we are talking about how do we build your financial literacy, okay? That is the theme for this year. I'm sorry, not AMCAP, New American Funding, NAF, absolutely. A lot of changes. I'm trying to keep up. All right, please scan that code so that you can participate and we have enough space for you and know that we have enough games as well. So that's that QR code. Finance Friday happening this Friday. Starts at 5:30, okay? Never Ending Referrals. Did you want to talk about this? We moved it back. Y'all know about it. This is a way for you to tap into your database. We are bringing the author of Never Ending Referrals into your space, the founder itself. This is something that typically has a significant cost, but we're bringing it to you absolutely free for you to continue to tap into your database because this is one of those sources. If you've been paying attention, you were able to set up your database with other workshops that Namesh has and Israel has had. And so it's prepping you so that when you start this, it's go time, right? It's time to actually go. It's not building, you're working it. It's not building, you're working it. So sign up for that, never ending referrals. It's probably at capacity right about
It
now,
is.
but
So the biggest key is that because of the weather, we were supposed to start this past Tuesday, right? Yesterday. Instead, we've just pushed it all a week because it is a 6-week,
course.
6-week
Mhm.
workshop. Therefore, session 1 will now just begin next Tuesday. So we'll just push it 1 week. We'll tell you when the last one is once we sort all that, because now it's pushing into family reunion. So
Yep.
we'll sort week 6 when we get closer to that. Right now, we just know that session 1 will start next Tuesday.
Okay, do know it is a workshop, so be prepared to work. Okay. All right. Vision board class with majestic title happening January 24th is going to happen right here. You don't have to bring anything but that vision. That's it. They will have all the pieces that you need to capture that vision on paper and on a board. And, you know, they like to take pictures afterwards. So make sure you have your pretty self ready to go. Okay, that's happening January 24th, 1 o'clock right here. Majestic Title is sponsoring that. It's always a pleasure to see what people create. So if you haven't experienced that before, come on through. Okay. Financial Peace University, because the theme of this year is to build your literacy, but okay, that works. To build your financial literacy. For some people, that means enhancing their wealth. For some people, that means getting out of debt. For some people, that means recognizing opportunities. Wherever it is, wherever you are on that continuum, we want to meet you there and take you further. So here's one of those that helps you get out of debt and understand how money and credit and different things work. Financial Peace University is happening on January 24th. Please sign up for that. I think the charge per family is about $80. Sure, I have it on here. Is about $80. And if you've taken Financial Peace University before, guess what? You're an alumni and you get to do it for free. You just reach out to Krista so that she can give you that code and you can implement it. Now, if you end up being charged because you didn't pay attention to that, that's on you. Okay. If you have kids, you don't have to use the excuse that I don't have someone to watch my kiddos. If they're young enough and need watching, we will provide some childcare at a very nominal cost. All right. Any questions about that? There's the QR code. You can go ahead and get scheduled for it. Bring your spouses or your significant others, because I've learned the hard way. When one person has the vision and the other person doesn't, your ship will tank. Okay, moving on.
Your what? What?
Your ship.
Oh, ship will tank. Got it.
I don't
That's not the
know
only
why
thing
you're
that's
trying
gonna
to meet
tank.
in the mesh. Your ship will tank. Right. Like any of this says I'm not professional. Okay, moving on. Okay. Open house workshop. All right. You guys have asked for it. It's coming. We try to do this periodically throughout the year because many of you are saying, hey, is there somebody I can go shadow? Well, we're going to create an opportunity for you. You don't have to wait for an actual open house. We will go through the pieces that you would do for an open house, not only during, but before and after, including the communication that you utilize to communicate either back to your client or to the agent in whom open house listing you posted. Okay, so you can scan that right there. Do note that we did change the date. I had things come up, y'all. I had to change the date. So it's on Friday from 10:30 a.m. to noon. Please scan, because the location will be distributed when we get there. Okay, because we're using our own listings. And if that listing becomes sold, guess what? We're not using it, right? So make sure you scan to schedule to be counted as someone for that. Are we on time? Okay, I'm doing good. All right. You know, the law of the lid states that the more that your leaders rise, be it the leaders within the agents or the leaders who are leading the agents, the more they rise, the more that they will pull everybody else up. That's the law of the lid, right? So we are undergoing a 30, 60, 90, we being the leadership team. And part of that became a benefit where our coaches are extending themselves to you as our agents, okay? So you're getting a blessing through our pain. You would describe
Don't they
it
get
as
one
pain,
every day? Oh,
right?
absolutely.
It's a lot of pain. A blessing through our pain, where these top coaches, they're not just top coaches, they're top leadership coaches, and they got there in a certain way, from first being top agents and then top team leaders and then top coaches. okay? And they are here to teach you during our agent productivity. So this happens every Thursday from 3 to 3:30, and it's quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. So come ready to work, gather the information, track your numbers, but you're going to learn something new every single Thursday. So you can scan the QR code for that as well.
Yep,
Y'all
that's
wanna
just the
say
Zoom link.
anything?
No, you're good. You're doing all right. That was the Zoom link. So like that QR code is, so that way you can register using that. And that way you get that link every week, or just look out for the link every Thursday on the Facebook group at before 3 o'clock. And that way that can get you there. Zoom only. Okay, guys, that's a Zoom
Zoom
call
only.
for 30 minutes.
Though we do meet in here, so if you just want to vibe off of people's energy, we will blast it, right? We still blast it here. We did last week, right? Okay, so it's absolutely. So if there's not something already scheduled, we'll blast it in here as well, and you guys can come in here and vibe off of each other's energy. Lead Gen with Leaders. Y'all have seen me on Facebook every single day, letting you know from 9 to 10, we are ready to do the work with you. I don't think y'all fully understand the value of that, right? There are many other brokerages that they tell you, hey, yes, go do that work. Yes, go do this. Yes, go do that. And very few of them walk alongside of you. So we're here from 9 to 10, lead genning with the leaders. We're capturing your information that you're doing and encouraging you. So if you want to come into an environment of productivity, see us every morning from 9 to 10 o'clock. Okay? Lead gen with leaders. And there we are. All right, moving on. Productivity coach. It's about time. Come on. I know. I felt like I was hogging a mic. And
Hogs
most
everything,
time,
right?
I'm
Oh,
good
you
with
need-
that, but I didn't have anything to really.
Takes longer when Burnett
gosh.
talks for some
It
reason.
does, it does.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? My name is Israel Flores.
Ian, what
I am the what? Which is the
Hey,
lot.
don't you wish we could show up in sweatpants?
If y'all can come up with sweatpants that make them look like.
I'm not even touching that one. How's everyone doing? Glad everyone's in this cold weather. So my name is Israel Flores. I'm the productivity coach here. If you don't know me, just to reiterate on some of those things that Bernard already touched on. That lead gen with leaders, guys, y'all. I highly, if I know there's a ton of events going on. If you do nothing else, the lead gen with leaders, get into action. I know we have a lot of classes. On the flip side of that, it's easy to hide behind those classes sometimes, right? Take this class and take that class and take this workshop and what does someone call it? An edutainment. You just keep entertaining yourself with just a bunch of education, but you never put it into practice. Last time we did it, well, last Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, we had roughly 7 or 8 of us. Myself was in here, Verna was in here, Barb was in here. I don't know where Nimesh went, but
Yeah.
he was sick. He was sick.
He was
But even just hearing other people have those conversations in a group setting, spurs you on to do that work, right? So just really quickly, guys, this Saturday, we have the database and smart plan workshop. This will be a perfect lead in to never ending referrals on Tuesday. It'll be kind of similar to what Nimesh did on Friday, kind of intro into database, but we'll also be diving into smart plans. Because I know we get that question a lot. I don't know how to do smart plans. We had that conversation earlier this morning on our dual career call, where how do I follow up with people, right? So we'll be going over that. It's from 9 to 12. That way, y'all, if y'all have open houses, y'all can take care of them this Saturday. I will have flyers. I'm about to put them up really quickly and just make sure to register. That way, if I for any materials, I make sure I have enough going on as well. And I don't think I include. Oh, how do I go back to Mesh? Oh, this click one. Yeah, I'll use it in this one. Yeah. We do have a power day coming up. So lead gen as a group again. But this one will be, I know we do lead gen for leaders. That's a quick 1 hour in the morning. I think, Shali, you were here for the power day when we did it as a big group. You weren't here? I keep saying you were here and you weren't. I thought you were here. But this will be more of a kind of 3 hour lead gen workshop. We'll do, not a workshop, lead gen, active lead gen as a group. We'll have some drinks. We'll make it fun. We'll have some prizes. And it will be on a Friday. I'll have the flyer up for that in a second as well. Cool. That's it. All right. You're welcome.
Nimesh.
Yeah. So what happens when you're in charge of putting slides together?
Yeah, you make sure
Yeah, make sure you have some. Isn't that cool? I am not. See, y'all like totally like. It was not the same. It was not the same.
You have you have a uniform.
I'm gonna have to change that now. Mhm.
Yeah, you will.
All right, hey guys, just a reminder, Family Reunion is around the corner. What is Family Reunion? That's our global convention, right? Our Keller Williams Global Convention. This year it's taking place in Las Vegas. We haven't mentioned it in a minute, so I just wanted to bring it back up because from what word is on the street, ticket prices are soon to rise. So if you're on the fence or you have any interest in going, make sure you go to events.kw.com and check it out. That's where that QR code is going to take you. Again, it is taking place at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas this year from February 25th through the 29th. All right. If you need any more info, you can come see one of us as well. Just want to make sure I put it back on your radar. All right. Couple of tech updates. This past week, smart plans, creating custom smart plans had a massive overhaul. So as you can see over here, over my shoulder or on the slide, there is a major graphics change to the way smart plans now operate. Let me just keep this on me so y'all can hear me. It has become a little more intuitive. It's a lot more user friendly. All of these blocks are your different steps, and you can actually click and drag them into the places that you want. You simply click on the tiles on the left-hand side to add which type of action you want. And now the days and whatnot are easier to read on which when they will go out. Okay, so again, I just don't want you guys, when Israel does a class on Saturday and whatnot, I don't want you guys to be spooked that, hey, what, this looks totally different. Okay, yes, because it does. It did get an update. Mess around with it, play with it, enjoy it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And there's a lot of tutorials already out there directly from KWU and also from, like Marty and whatnot. So just look out for those tutorials if you need, okay? Yes, all right. Israel's going to absolutely cover this. So that's how to navigate around it. So don't miss it. All right, next. There was also some additions and updates to the new website. One of them is home values. You can actually add a home value page to your website. When you stick an address in there, it gives you a price range. Gives the consumer a price range for their home value, and that way, and you get a notification that, hey, they've submitted a request for home value. Okay, so you can add that to your websites now as custom pages have been added. Another one is built-in mortgage calculator. It's already ready to go. You just have to activate it onto your website. So again, go to the consumer applet, which is the very last one on your tabs, on your command applets, and you can go and edit your website, your new custom website. And custom pages are now added as a bonus feature.
I have a question, two actually. On this mortgage calculator, when they fill that out, when they fill this out, does it come to them too, that someone just did a mortgage calculator?
That's a great question. I do know that this is this is directly from mortgagecalculator.org. So I'm not sure if on this specific applet you do get an update.
Okay, but I know for the other one you do, right? It comes to you that they did equity analysis?
Yes, absolutely. That
Okay,
one
great.
for 100% they do. Yes.
So if you're doing these open houses and one of the things that you send out is a flyer, you put a QR code right there. You can put on the QR code, find out in 15 seconds or less an equity analysis or an analysis of your equity of your home or how much equity you have, however you want to put it. That way you get immediate action from you doing your door knocking and people don't respond. Okay, so that's one thing. I was trying to say, do the same thing for the mortgage calculator. Hey, you want to find out how much, you can afford for a house or something of that sort, you put that on there. But if it doesn't come to you, then that doesn't help. So get creative with it.
And so what you just basically said is create a MOFR, right? And that's a message for
Yes.
immediate response. And that's exactly what you could do is if you QR code this onto your, let's say open house flyers or something like that, get your immediate equity analysis. I wrote equity analysis up there, but home value equity analysis, however you want to write it.
Put that.
Yes, I custom titled my page. This is my this is a screenshot of my site. Okay. So again, yes. And what would happen if they, they're going to get curious. That's an action, immediate action. And they scan and all they're doing is requesting this. And when they request this, boom, you just lead captured.
I mean, it happens. So before we had this on our website, I used a third party and I don't even finish putting flyers out before I start getting dinged of how many people are curious as to their what their home is worth, because you said it's 15 seconds or less, right? So yeah, and then I was able to follow up.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Good deal. Oh, no, I have a couple more. Hold on.
No, you don't. Move. Just go and move. Just go and move. Okay. All right. So today we wanted to give you guys tools to help you thrive. And part of those tools is what you can find in HAR and MLS as you are paying to be a member of that, right? And so that association has a way of providing value for you. So we have Miss Serena Henry here to explain and show you guys some of the upcoming tools or tools that are actually live right now for you to be able to implement them into your business and move forward. Do know that she's also great with instructional design, and a lot of the courses that are there in HAR are per her, right? So you can have one-on-one consultations so you can leverage the tools of HAR or the services that your membership is affording you to the highest level. This year can be your year to turn things around. And we have the support, we have the technology and the tools and the relationships that you need to make sure that that happens. So without further ado, I'll bring her up and allow her to walk you guys through the classes. So while he's getting her set up, did you want to share anything else about your experience? Who you are, why you're passionate about this?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Serena Henry. I, like you, practiced real estate for a number of years. 2005 was when I was first licensed. I had the opportunity to start in new home sales before I went into resale. I later had the opportunity to be a managing broker of a firm with about 100 agents who I was able to pour into them to help them develop their business. And from there, I was recruited to be vice president of training and agent business development for an even larger firm where I was responsible for the development of about 1,400 folk. I am a Georgia native. I've been in Texas for a year, Houston specifically, so I feel welcome. And I hope to be able to share with you some of the stuff that I've been able to impart with other agents. I love that Vernon extended the opportunity for me to here. Okay. The opportunity for me to partner with you all. One of the, the mission of HAR is to assist its members with business development. So I like to do whatever I can to embody that. And if you'll give me the opportunity to, I would be most grateful. So there's the mission. It was founded in 1918. For those of you who didn't know, that's a long time ago, right? Are there anybody in here born in 1918? No? So we're first going to focus on some realtor tools. These are items that your leadership team selected for you to have exposure to today. So when we take a look, we at HAR have a video department. Claudia is the director of the video department. You can go to participate there, or I'm sorry, you can go and out on har.com and schedule sessions to meet with the video department. They are located at each of our branches, Fort Bend, Montgomery, Central, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other location. I haven't been there in quite some time. But as a value proposition, fewer than 6,000 members in all of HAR actually take advantage of this service that is provided. I'm sorry, darling. Can you see? The information is free. The service is not. Yeah. I think on here it's going to tell you exactly what the service is, and I'm going to need my glasses here. So when you go, you can create a 45-second to a minute video, should you choose to go there. Claudia also shares some information that you can use in your video so that you can increase engagement. It is a personal one-on-one session that you pay $99 for. The time commitment is for you would be about 90 minutes. And when you leave, you have a finished product that you can upload to your social media to help generate some engagement, right? Did that answer your question? $99. So you have the opportunity to schedule these sessions. They're 1-hour time slots on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, there are 2 time slots, either at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. When you go out to your HAR members only portal and you search for this area, then it'll tell you on what date, which time slots are still currently available. All right. Claudia provides samples of scripts for those of you who are like, oh my God, what am I going to say once I get there? So you will have samples of scripts that you can glean from to sprinkle all of your specialness, your uniqueness on it, your value proposition, so that when you arrive, you kind of have sort of a template from which to present. Should you go ahead and customize what you'd like to say and send it to the video department early, they will input it into a prompter so that you're already set to go. And as you're presenting, you'll see the words come up on the prompter as you're presenting. It's a really, really, I think, cool benefit that is offered. You get a professional video. Should you have any additional questions, then you can email video@har.com. All right, to present any of your questions. And they're pretty timely in getting back to you. There are 2 folks in the department. All right. Any questions on the video? She also offers 2 different courses should you wish to learn how to do videos yourself. One is a 3-hour CE course, Braving the Video and Marketing World. Those are the dates that they're currently available, in addition to a new class, which is in-person, hands-on at Central, February 8th, innovative video creation that focuses on using AI in your video editing, right? Are you guys big proponents of AI here?
We've been working on it.
Yeah. So I'm getting adjusted to AI. That makes me old school, which kind of probably tells you a little bit about how old I might be. So I'm going to share with you some MLS updates. Kubicasa is a tool that you can use to assist you in outlining floor plans for your listings. You can do that yourself by scanning the floorboards with your phone. Yes, you have to download an app, right? Kubicasa floor plans are a member benefit. So if you're a member, right, all subscribers have this service available to you. I know it says 5 minutes, but I'm sure there's a learning curve, so it might not take you 5 minutes the first time you scan a floor plan, but it's been very popular and folks have really been taking advantage of that, that tool. That's all I wanted to tell you about that. You can go to kubicasa.com to understand, like some of those floor plans are going to be complimentary. When you get into larger homes and you might have actually asked for more features, the more features you request, Kubicasa, not HAR.com, will a la carte those features for you. So there will be additional costs associated with it, right?
It's a larger home.
For
What's
larger.
do you know the threshold?
I don't know the threshold. I should know the threshold, but I don't. Yeah. So should you guys have any questions that I can't field, I'm going to provide these answers to Verna and your leadership team, and so you won't have, you'll have all the information. Okay. Did you have a question? Oh, no, you're just pushing your glasses up like I do. Okay. So Global Information Exchange, I love this because I like to travel, and you guys being in Houston with over 192 languages spoken, very diverse, right? You guys are probably very much into the Global Information Exchange as well. Should you choose to become a member of the Global Information Exchange, then you will also have the opportunity to see properties that are being currently marketed, which you can do that right now with your membership as already, in Argentina, Belize, Cayman Islands, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, France, Greece, Guatemala, Honduras, Indonesia, Jordan, Mexico, Panama, Portugal, Spain, the Bahamas, and Vietnam. If you would wish to have your US listings visible in those countries as well, you would join this global information exchange. You can sign up at har.com/global. They do offer trainings, and they do quarterly meetings through a webinar to provide additional information. Lori Carper, who is responsible for this program, should you have any additional questions, would be delighted to share some information. But when you go out to har.com/global, then you'll see this little panel is going to populate, and you see where the arrow is saying click here. Then you're going to read the service agreement, complete the form, and then shortly thereafter you'll receive some information on how your connection with it works. Are any of you guys doing any CIPSs in the room?
Don't see any here, but we do have
Yeah.
some in our office. And I
Maybe
do
they're
have a
online.
question,
Yes.
and I may be putting you on the spot
Oh,
here.
that's okay. I
However,
don't mind
you'll
being
write
put
it
on
down.
the spot.
If your country or is not listed, both for us to be able to see their listings and or if we wanted to broadcast our listings there, what's the process?
Of including another country?
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful question that I'm going to present to Lori.
Because, I didn't see my Ninja folks. No, I'm just lying.
Wow. And honestly, after I was reading through, I was like, uh-oh.
No, Ninja.
Yeah. So
But I'm sure it's a question we're going to get
right,
from some of
yeah,
our
that's a
agents
very good
to
question. Yeah, I
go
will
back
make
and
sure you
forth.
have a response to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the next webinar that's going to be offered is going to be on March 15th. They're scheduled quarterly. They start at 10 a.m., last for an hour, and you have an opportunity to, you don't have to register, right? You just go on to har.com/global hotline, right? Via your Zoom link, and you enjoy all the information that they would like to impart. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And I presented this information just so you know that that question is a common question to our MLS team, and they weren't able to, I see right here where I have some question marks. I'm not going to have a really good, strong answer for you,
From
but
them
I'll
yet.
present it to them again.
Yeah, the more we keep pressing, they'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah.
I saw Anu said that she is one. So good job, Anu.
Yeah. Okay, great. Oh,
Uh-huh.
one of your people?
Uh-huh.
Oh, lovely. Anu. Yay, Anu.
Yes, and I'm working with one of the international properties in Mexico right now. It's a fascinating experience. Goes at a totally different pace than here.
Would you like to share anything about your experience so that your cohort can learn from you?
Yes, so I have a client who has a property in Mexico and they want to sell it. And so I got in touch with another SIP person agent in Mexico, and we are coordinating the sale. So I'm learning at every step of the way. So I'm familiar now with the global where you can upload your listing there. It's a very seamless process. It's not that difficult.
Wonderful. Is that your home country?
No, my home country is India, and it's not on your list.
So how did you
We're
find
gonna
your
need
client?
that.
How did you find your client?
It was a referral.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely. Yay. Thank you for sharing that. Is there anything else you want to add, or should I move forward?
I think we'll move forward
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great.
because I know we're winding down.
Okay, great. So as it relates to, there's some new fields on the MLS when you guys go out to input listings. There are some updated fields. The exterior field has now included where you can indicate whether a property has artificial turf, exterior gas connections. You can also search for street surfaces, whether they're pavers or asphalt, et cetera. Street pavers have been included. You can also learn if there's a maintenance fee that's included, like for an HOA, if internet is also a part of, included in that, internet coverage is also included in that fee. And then the new fields are the IDX Connect information, guest house square footage, should your property, your client's property have a guest house, as well as the source of that square footage, so that, you know, it covers you so that you don't, you're not liable. And just a few little gentle reminders. Remember that when you have a property that's under contract, you typically have an estimated close date, right? This is the date that the folks have binded that they want to close. Sometimes that date is pushed back and sometimes it's pushed forward. Should you find yourself beyond the date that you originally estimated for that closing to occur, we strongly recommend that you remember to go back and change that date so that you don't share your monies with MLS, right? This is an oversight that occurs about 63% of the time. So I always recommend that you put in your tickler file or on your calendar the closing dates for your particular properties. Should you be the listing agent or the buyer's agent, it works both ways actually. And should that date approach, then it reminds you to go check to see the status of that particular contract. Single family residential listings are required to have 6 photos, and I'm sure you guys probably have like 40 photos or something like that. And when folks fail to do that, 7% of folks do that, there's another $100 gift to MLS.
They find, yeah, they finding you 100 bones each.
Remember to avoid inputting financial details, service provider, contact information, confidential information, showing instruction, information about the property description in the property description field. You guys have a very strong compliance department here, so I'm sure they help you avoid having to assess a $100 gift.
So one of the frequent things that people are placing now, and they're constantly trying to figure out where to put it, is if the seller is going to give concessions. I know the answer, I'm just
Okay,
putting it out
go
there,
ahead.
but the seller is giving concessions or they're helping with, you know, towards a buy down. And, you know, trying to convey that information and trying to put that on the property description side. And we know that's not where it needs to go. Some comments can be placed in agent remarks or can say, ask about our package.
Y'all get it?
Do you
hear
Verna? Is this
Heard.
thing on? No, I'm just.
Yeah,
kidding.
it is on. Remember,
Tap, tap,
remember to, when you pull information from the tax records, to make sure that you input that information accurately from the document that you pulled it from. This is an oversight that happens about 6% of the time where we get additional $100 gifts, right? So, let's talk a little bit about the data consumers trust, right? One thing for sure is when the public goes out and they access your website or they access HAR's website, they're trusting that real estate professionals have input that data correctly so that they can make family decisions based on the information that's input. That's why we have to be very cognizant of information being correct. When information isn't correct, we know that your peers who are jealous of your production levels will call or tap that little, I call it a tattletale button, to say this information is incorrect and please find, let's say Humpty Dumpty, whatever that cost is to for that incorrect information. A property is under contract when in fact it's not. A property is available when in fact it's under contract. A property is coming soon, et cetera. These are just some of the examples. So should you find, you know, we're not encouraging
Snitching. Yes, she is. She's saying, if you want to take the competition down, press that button. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not going to say anymore. It's
just-
actually called the anonymous compliance button. All right. So just hopefully you won't find yourself in that position. Google Ratings is a feature that's been added. You guys are familiar with Google Ratings because when you go out for dining, you always go out to look at the ratings to see how the restaurant did before you go and invest your dollars. You can see what consumers have said that's now available to be viewed on your HAR webpage, in addition to your reviews, Google reviews that are present. So you can have both items available. In order for Google Ratings to be present, you have to have a Google business account, which you guys probably know that. You're probably a lot more tech savvy than I am, but you get to see recommendations. You also get to see reviews. Make sense? Okay. So the consumer tools, down payment assistance. Did you guys know that in Houston, there are over 70 Houston area programs? Of the more than 2,000 programs that they're available? A lot of times when people hear down payment assistance, they hear a stigma with that phrase, when in fact, property that are far exceed what you might perceive to be a property that would attract a person who might be perceived to need down payment assistance will qualify. Okay, so I say, why not take advantage of free money if you can take advantage of free money? So this information is available to consumers. When you all have listings, you can indicate whether or not that property actually qualifies for down payment assistance. So when the consumer is searching and they see your property, they know that there's some free money to be gathered. Okay.
So by them going to that little source.
How to
that
find
co-
available resources that may assist with their down payment. We are proud to announce that Down Payment Resource is now available on HAR.com. This will allow consumers to find out if they meet the criteria of any of the 70 different assistance programs available in the greater Houston region. Some programs are income-based, but many allow higher incomes than you might think. There are also programs specific for people in certain professions, such as police officers, firefighters, teachers, healthcare workers, and others. About 89% of all listings for sale in the Houston region qualify for some sort of down payment assistance. To find out more, you may visit www.har.com/downpayment and work with your realtor to make sure you have everything you need to be able to purchase the home of your dreams.
And it's as simple as this. You could, okay, wait. It's as simple as this. You go out to that's my desktop screen, and you go to HAR.com, and you simply search for down payment assistance. You have the option to choose a property that is already marketed. You can search for properties by area. You can search for a particular property to determine if it has down payment assistance available to it. Here I'm searching the neighborhood in Cypress. And once you select the neighborhood, then it's going to show you all of the programs. There are 30 down payment assistance programs available in Cypress with up to $26,000 available for each property. Once you identify the property, that left-hand column will give you the maximum that's available for that property. The consumer can go and take a look at the actual down payment assistance program. And as you see here, there's additional information that directs you to that particular down payment assistance program. And on this page, then you see the folks who are responsible, the program administrator, who you all as real estate professionals, as well as the consumer, can have direct contact with, which I think is very important. Here we're shopping to see this particular home, to see if this particular home offers, if down payment assistance is offered for this particular home. And for this particular home, there are 38 programs that are available. You can view the details. Again, it's going to show you the details of the property in the same way that you see property details on the MLS system. It talks about neighborhood, it talks about school district, it shares information about the financial makeup. You guys are very familiar with demographics. But I just want to say this is just one place, mortgage calculator that you guys were looking at earlier. So the consumer has all of this at their fingertips. Should you be a listing agent whose property qualifies for down payment assistance, then you have a place here where you're marketed. And when folks go out to tap on that property, it will give you an opportunity to capture their data so that you can follow up with them to see if that would be a good fit for you, for them, et cetera. Here's the application that the consumer completes, the number of folks in the household, their income bracket, et cetera. They simply submit it and then the information comes back to them directly. Pretty cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yes.
As a listing agent, how do you know if your property qualified for a down?
Say your property is 123 Bedrock Street. You could simply go out to HAR/down payment assistance, tap on the radial that says address, input the address, and then all the programs that support that particular property will populate. Then you have the contact information for the folks who manage those programs. So you as a real estate professional or the consumer can contact them to directly build a rapport, which we all know is very important in life, period, to assist with moving the property along. Did you have a follow-up question?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. So when you go out and you're searching for properties, you know how you guys have columns, number of bedrooms, number of baths, the MLS. You can include a down payment assistance column as well, which I'm sure you guys know how to add those columns. Here, this column is shown right before the MLS, but you know that you can customize it, the MLS number, you can customize it and place it wherever you wish. When you're looking for properties for buyers, if you look above the active, the status of the property, you're going to see that little icon. When that's present, that means that that property is actually eligible for down payment assistance support. In addition to under the photographs, you know, you guys have y'all's 40 photographs. There's the down payment button. So just tap on that down payment resources and the information will present itself, right? So this service is not just only available for $100,000 or $200,000 properties. It's for $600,000, $700,000 properties in some cases. I know that KW is a very education focused firm. I have been a real estate professional with KW in the metropolitan Atlanta area. But we at HAR want to partner with you guys in bolstering your business, and there are 4 different ways: webinars, in-class, in-person training, designations, or courses that are offered online. The only last thing that I want to share with you guys before I depart is the Texas Realtors Leadership Program application process is open right now. So any of you guys who want to apply and to be a part of leadership, you have until 5 p.m. on Friday, March 15th to complete the application. It is a very robust training program. It gives you the opportunity to form relationships with real estate professionals, not only across the metropolitan Houston area, but across the state of Texas. I'm a graduate of Georgia's leadership development program. It's local, national, local and state, as well as I had the great honor of graduating from the National Association of Realtors Leadership Development Program, which they customarily only have about 15 candidates annually. So should you wish to, if you aspire to, broaden your network of referral business across not only the US, but also internationally, it might be something that you wish to participate in. And this gentleman, Thomas Mouton, who is the current chair of HAR, is a former graduate of the Leadership Development Program. Again, my name is Serena Henry. I'm an HAR instructor. Thank you so much for having me. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. I hope to have the opportunity to visit with you guys another time. And that's the end of my presentation.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And do remember, or recall that if you wanted to do a one-on-one consultation with her, you can schedule 30-minute blocks of doing that. So we appreciate that. So she talked about partnering with HAR. We have a couple of partners here in our office. So we'll have New American Funding come up to just give you some haps for the moment. And then we'll have our lunch sponsor come up as well.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Just want to let you all know, again, our new name is New American Funding. We are a company that's been in business since 2002, and we offer very many of those down payment assistances programs that are there. One thing that I can advise you when you are looking for those is you've got to be conscious of the income that your buyer has. There's many, many programs that are for a lesser income family. And so we have programs that do not have income limits. They're allowed to do that. Also be aware, though, that some of the down payment assistance programs will also have PMI on the loan. Most of the time, they're tied to an FHA loan. Some people don't understand the works. If they want to contact one of us as loan officers, we can help them to give them full payments and allow them to know what they're really getting into and the pluses and minuses potentially of down payment assistance. Anyone here working with a veteran right now? Okay, one of the great benefits that New American Funding has is that we do not charge any lender fees to veterans. Which could be if they're buying a $500,000 or $600,000 house with zero money down, assuming they can qualify, that may be $5,000 or $6,000 in an origination charge, which is typical on a VA loan that will not be charged. In addition, we have an administrative fee that covers processing, underwriting, and administrative costs that are also not going to be charged to the veteran. That's about $1,700. So a great benefit for the veteran on top of 100% financing. NAF is really conscious and committed, devoted to the underserved communities, offering these down payment assistance programs, offering programs for veterans. So I just want to let you all know that we're here for you. Catherine, Denise, and myself would love to be able to help you get some of your clients approved. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Dale. And finally, was that helpful? Good. Is there one thing that you can take away and go implement into your business right now? Good. All right. So finally, we're going to end this with Keely, who's here from Free Model. She was here previously before and has come a couple of times. And so now we want to bring her back up because we're getting back into this whole thing of staging and repairing and making sure and advising our clients on the right way to do that. So if there's a way you can do that without money up front, we want to provide some of those solutions. So I'm going to let Keely come take it from here.
Hi. So this is actually my first time in y'all's office because I have met many of you elsewhere. We met you at Red Day and then we met you at the offsite at the museum. But this is my first time in y'all's office. But for those of you that I have not met, my name is Keely Moore now, and I am the I forget all the time too. I'm the No, I don't forget I get married. I forget my new name. It's neither here nor there. I'm the director of partnerships for Free Model here in the state of Texas, and I'm local to Houston. Free Model is a pre-sales concierge that works exclusively through real estate agents. So we are a service that is free to you that you can extend on to your clients to make sure that they get the most for their home when it hits the market. They're not leaving anything on the table, but more importantly, to help you win listings because you're offering a service that the other agents cannot. So we will come in and plan, manage, and pay for your clients' make-readies, repairs that are going to come back on inspections, refreshes, remodels, whatever it may be for them to get most when they hit the market. We will come in and take care of that. with no interest, no time-based fees, and they just settle with us at closing. So to date, we've helped sellers earn an additional $62 million in profit on their homes. And we'll touch in a minute on how we can help buyers as well. So kind of going back to, as an agent, the win for you is ideally helping get a higher sales price, more commission, selling the home quicker, and making sure that your client doesn't leave anything on the table. I assume you all would agree that if you have a homeowner client that says, oh, my agent actually helped me fix my roof before I sold, so I made an extra 20 or 30 grand on the sale of my home, that's going to lead to some referrals for you, right? For those individuals that know that their house needs some work and they want to sell, they've been wanting to move, but they're like, oh, I need to pay for XYZ first before I can go, to be able to come in and say, I can do all of that for you and cost you $0 out of pocket. And I know we're standing between y'all and lunch, so I'm going to try to just kind of breeze through this. Again, 1 year deferred payment settled at escrow, no interest, no time-based fees. We are targeting a 2x return. So if the homeowner spends $15K, we want to see them make 30, and our average profit is 208%. So we're pretty good about making that happen. We're very easy to qualify. Most of our sellers are also buyers. So the last thing we want to do is be pulling their credit. We do not touch it. We do not look at their income. All that we're looking at is there enough equity in the home for everybody to get paid at the end? So we want to make sure our agents get paid. We want to make sure some closing costs can get paid. We want to make sure free model can get paid. So no involuntary liens, no risk of foreclosure. Outside of that, we are just looking at the existing balance owed on the mortgage plus the cost of the project. We don't want to see that number exceed 80% of the after repair value. So what it would sell for after the project is complete. As long as we've got that 20% buffer, that allows for kind of some shifts in the market, and make sure that they've got plenty of room for everybody to get paid on the back end. We do a home improvement contract. Everything goes through our agents. You are always driving. So you are introducing this to your clients as a resource that you offer. You are scheduling the initial appointment to meet with the project director there. And we send our bids to you. We do not send them directly to your client, so that you can get eyes on it first and say, does this or does this not make sense for my client? And then extend it to them from there. So simple contract, that is between free model and the homeowner, which absolves our agents and our brokerages of any financial legal responsibility. We are a licensed and insured general contractor. So if something goes wrong, heaven forbid, free model takes care of that. We do a deed of trust of anything over 25K, and we do offer a 1-year warranty for our work. Okay, what we do within the existing footprint of the home is fair game. So we're not adding square footage to homes, but we will do anything top to bottom, from foundation repair to putting a new roof on the house, plumbing, electrical, cosmetic, taking down walls to make it an open concept floor plan, your existing landscaping. We will resurface an existing pool. We will resurface an existing deck. We just don't do anything that would be considered new construction or adding square footage. I think most of us know kind of what the process looks like. If it doesn't, please feel free to reach out to me. I think you have my card with my cell phone on it. We don't do any instant cash offers. We don't do anything that competes with agents. We do not dictate in any way, shape, or form what the sales price needs to look like at the end. That's why we partner with real estate agents. That's why we do this through real estate agents. They know how to price homes. They know how to get homes sold. We finish the project. You guys sign off on it. We give you a year to sell it, or whatever you think it needs to sell for. We are in the major metros in Texas, so Houston, Austin, Dallas, San Antonio. And we can also work with your buyers. So if you have a buyer that can't afford what they could 18 months ago, but they find a home where they love the neighborhood and they love the school district, but they hate the kitchen, let us know. We can come in and give them a quote, tell them what it's going to look like for them to replace the kitchen. All of our local project directors are interior designers by trade. So they can put together design boards, vision boards, renderings, all of the above, to make sure that these clients can visualize what it is that they're wanting to do within this space. Now, the exception here is when we're working with buyers, when we are doing anything post-sale, we are not doing the deferred payment. We're gonna do a payment plan that is equal installments throughout the course of the project, so you're not paying that huge chunk upfront for labor or for materials and product. We're just broken up evenly throughout the course of the project. Right, yeah. All right.
Is there a time period between when after is? So how far after?
So we can't start the project until the home is, closed and signed off on, but we can go in and if they're under contract, we can definitely go in and give them an estimate for what those things would look like.
Right, so but what if they don't start the rehab or reconstruction or whatever y'all do until a year later?
Then it would just be considered like an owner occupied post sale. Yeah. Mhm. Here is my contact. If anybody would like to scan that and save my information. And then the last thing I will touch on before you guys head to lunch is since I have seen y'all last, we have rolled out a new agent marketing incentive. What that means is for every project that you complete with Free Model, we will give you up to $1,000 to do either a farming postcard campaign or to do a professional video for social media or whatever it may be, where we can sit down with your client and talk about, you know, my agent did XYZ for me. They had these things replaced. They helped me get an extra, you know, additional X amount of profit off of my home that you can then share on your social media. We do have a video company that we use for that, and we can coordinate all of that on the back end. And or we can do the postcard campaign where we do essentially the same thing, but in a mailer, so you can farm that individual's neighborhood of, I just did XYZ to this person's home, increase their profit by this much. It cost them $0 upfront. Contact me if you'd like to do the same.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I hope everybody enjoys lunch. And I've got, what's that, Brandon?
I'll talk to you after.
Okay, cool. I've got some flyers over here if you didn't get one, as well as my cards. Happy to chat offline if you guys have any one-off questions.
Great. It's a great service for you to do. You can start marketing that right now. And just let us know how we can help. And Keely's here to help you regardless of what her last name is. All right. So thank you guys so much. Do you have one last thing to say?
Yes, one
Sophie?
last thing, just a
Okay.
quick announcement that we did not mention earlier. If you have not taken care of your HAR annual dues as of
Yes.
yet, guess what? That extension and expiration was yesterday, which means that you lost access to your HAR account as of right now. So that was not an error. If you try to log in and it doesn't let you go anywhere except pay your invoice now. All right. So if you have not paid your 2024 dues manually yet, they are due.
They are past due. Get with Sydney and she will help you with the rest of that. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. Next week, we are, if you're looking at your business and you're wondering what is the proper entity structure I should have to be able to, one, make more money, protect my money, right, and pay less in taxes the right way, you want to make sure you stop by for our team meeting as we're talking about entity structure. So that's LLC, sole proprietorship, you know, all those things along those lines. We'll see you guys next week.